Hey all, welcome back to the 5 Minutes or So Daily Marketing Podcast. I'm Jacob Smith, the Digital Marketing Specialist at Fresh Fuel. And today we're here again with Parker Harrington, an Amazon and e-commerce specialist based out of beautiful Cedar Rapids, Iowa. Glad to have you back, Parker.
Hey, glad to be back. Thanks for having me on here again, Jacob.
Anytime. Parker joined us before to answer the big question, should my food brand sell on Amazon? In that episode, he broke down the Amazon landscape, talked about how to sell on there, and shared positive examples of brands that are just crushing it on the world's largest online marketplace. So if you haven't heard that episode, check it out. Today, we're going to take it a little bit differently and talk about some of the mistakes that brands are making selling on Amazon and how to fix them. As always on our show, Parker, you'll have about 60 seconds to answer each question. If you go over a little bit, I won't kick you off, but it'll be a good time. Ready to dive in?
I'm ready.
Perfect. Let's go. Question number 1. What are some common mistakes you see brands make selling on Amazon?
So some of the quick ones that come to mind are brands that run out of inventory. You want to make sure that you stay stocked at Amazon pretty much from the day you start selling. Amazon's always taking that into effect for their seller ranking of you. You want to make sure that you have lifestyle photos. I see too many brands with just a photo or two on their listing, wondering why they're not selling more. You want to be showing that in its natural habitat. You want to utilize your keywords in your title, and then I generally recommend that you put your brand in your title as well. Can't believe how many listings that I see out there if you're trying to sell a battery or something and the listing just says like battery. Like, you want to make sure that you're putting your keywords, describing what the photo is, trying to make it as enticing as possible so that customer, when they see it, has to click on it. You want to set up contracts with your wholesalers so that you're not selling against them on your listing. You want to make sure that they do not have the ability to sell on your listing. I've run into too many businesses that have this issue. And those are some quick common mistakes.
Also, what about if you have a listing and it has less than 5-star reviews or less than 3-star reviews? What would you recommend somebody do then?
So I generally recommend that people get up to around 10 or 15 reviews before they even start trying to advertise on Amazon. This is when, think about it as yourself, as a customer. When you're scrolling through listings, do you like looking at the ones that have hundreds of reviews, or do you like the one that has just a couple? So I recommend trying to get to 10 or 15 and then trying to stay above like a 3.5-ish. If you're getting below a 3, you need to rethink your product and work it out. Really read the reviews and see what you can upgrade from there.
Yeah, and also that social proof component.
For sure.
The next question kind of makes sense. How can brands fix those selling mistakes?
So you want to make sure that you're staying stocked. Really, inventory is a whole game in itself. It's having enough at Amazon, but not having too much. It's shipping it in time. Really, I recommend that sellers shoot for 4 to 8 weeks of inventory and don't really go outside of this. That gives you about a month or two. You want to make sure that your listings have stunning photos. You've got SEO content from top to bottom. All the titles, the features, and the descriptions all have their keywords in them. You want to stay on Amazon's good side. So don't really do anything to get them upset with you. Always respond to customers within the 24-hour limit. You always want to triple check product quality, making sure you're sending the best of the best to Amazon. And then you want to, it's okay to have friends leave reviews on your products. You just want them to truly leave an honest review and purchase the product through you. And from there, that can really help you get up to those 10 or 15, trying to snag those quick early reviews.
Yeah, and as a food brand, when you're starting out, you're probably going to be selling to family and friends. And it could just be as simple as asking them for a review, like immediately after they buy it, because you have that extra personal connection.
For sure. And you're not allowed to ask for a positive review or a 5-star review. So that is definitely a mistake as well. I've seen some sellers get dinged for that. You just want to ask for an honest review, and at the end, that's really what you want too. You don't want them lying up there about your product. You just want to give the honest truth to all the customers out there. And if the product's good, it's going to speak for itself.
Well, okay, this show, just to break it a little bit, this show, we're not afraid to ask for 5-star reviews. So if you like the show, you should leave a 5-star review.
Right. Definitely leave Jacob a 5-star.
So do you have a shameless plug that you'd like to share with the audience today?
Okay, so if you are an established brand and you want to start selling on Amazon, or if you're looking to get more sales on Amazon, feel free to reach out to me. You can find me at Parker Harrington on LinkedIn, or here's some news as of recent. Basically, since I was in high school and learned about domains, I've always checked about once or twice a year to see if parkerharrington.com was available, and it's always been taken. So while I was getting ready for this podcast, I was actually just searching around and I thought to check for that, and it was available. So just a few hours ago, I actually purchased parkerharrington.com, and so coming soon, there will be a site on there. Right now, it's definitely an empty space, but coming soon, you can go to parkerharrington.com.
Perfect. We'll link your LinkedIn in the show notes. If there's anything at parkerharrington.com, we'll link that in the show notes too. Thanks for sitting down and joining me again. It's kind of a miracle I didn't scare you off the first time.
Thanks, Jacob. I'm glad to be here.
And that's a wrap for today's episode. Thanks to everyone listening for sticking with us and tuning in. Real quick, if you like today's episode, we could use a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts, or just any sort of review on Apple Podcasts. So wherever you're listening to it, or if you'd like to get in touch with us, feel free to leave a comment. We'll get back to you. You can also visit our website, which is in the show notes. So have a great day, y'all. And as always, good luck and good marketing.